Hello friends, we have a very interesting problem before us. This, in the bracket, we have 9 raised to the power of negative 2, raised to the power of negative 1, all in the bracket, then negative 3. So how are we going to start with this? Now you must know something. Do not start from this negative 2, because this negative 2 has an index. It has an exponent, which is what? Negative 1. So you must apply the exponent of negative 2 to negative 2 first, before you now apply the result to 9. Be careful about that. See, let me show you how you can do this and mess up the whole thing. If it's said to apply negative 2 to 9, that would be very wrong, because you have a negative 1 as the exponent of negative 2. So if you do this, you are going to have, if you want to apply the negative index law of indices, where you have a raised to the power negative m, which is equal to 1 over a raised to the power m. So basically, this negative sign is taking the reciprocal of what? A raised to the power m. So if you decide to do this 1 over 9 raised to the power 2, and neglecting this negative 1 as the exponent of negative 2, everything you are doing will be completely wrong. So you must start from the topmost exponent and you take it down like that. I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do this successfully. Are you ready? Let's do this together. So like I said earlier, we are going to apply the negative exponent, negative 1 exponent to negative 2 first. So I already told you about the negative index rule. If you have a negative exponent and you want to take away the negative sign, again, see what I have? The negative sign will take the reciprocal of the value. So in this case, you are going to have what? 1 over a raised to the power m. Notice there's no more negative sign here. So if I'm to do this to this, I'm going to have what? 9 raised to the power of what? 1 over negative 2. Notice there's no more negative sign here, because it has taken the reciprocal of what? Negative 2. So I still have what? Negative 3 from here. So let me rewrite this properly. That will be what? Negative 1 over 2. Okay. Now, you can decide to resolve everything you have in the bracket first before bringing in negative 3. That's an option. Or you can choose to multiply these 2 exponents first, then simplify it, and then apply whatever you have to 9. That's also another option. So I'm going to start with first resolving everything you have in the bracket before bringing in negative 3 into the picture. Okay, so let's start with that. So I'm going to say case or method 1. Still the same thing I told you before. Negative here is going to take the reciprocal of what? Of 9. So I'm going to have what? 1 over 9. Then raised to the power of what? 1 over 2. The 1 over 2 is from here. The negative sign has taken the reciprocal of what? Of 9. Very good. So we have all in the bracket, then what? Negative 3. Now, I don't know if you are aware of this index rule, where you have a fractional index. For example, you have a raised to the power m over n, or let me say, in this case, we have 1 over 2, a raised to the power 1 over n. This denominator is the root, while this one here is the what? Power. So this is the same thing as expressing it this way, the nth root of what? Of a. So for instance, you have, let's say you have 16 raised to the power 1 over 2. This is going to be what? The square root of what? 16. Or for instance, you have 8 raised to the power 1 over 3. This is going to be what? The third root of what? 8. It's from this denominator. So that's by the way. Now let's come here, and this is going to be the square root of 9. So I'm writing like this: 1 over the square root of 9, all raised to the power of what? Negative 3. So what is the square root of 9? That's what? 3. All raised to the power of what? Negative 3. Is that okay? Okay, no. So moving on, I'm going to have, again, bring back that negative index rule. This negative sign is going to take the reciprocal of 1 over 3. And what are you going to have? You just turn 1 over 3 upside down. Then you have what? 3 over 1, or just 3 raised to the power of what? 3. So what is 3 raised to the power of 3? That's basically what? 27. So this is one way you can do this. But let me show you another way. Method 2. method 2. Let's go back to where we started method 1. So I'm going to rewrite this again, which is what? 9 raised to the power of minus 1 over 2, or raised to the power of negative 3. So like I did say for this second method, I said you can decide to multiply the exponent before applying the result to what? To 9. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this method. So let's do that together. So that will be 9 raised to the power of what? See, let's multiply this. First of all, you have minus 1 over 2 times negative 3. So this is from one of the laws of indices. If you have a raised to the power m bracket n, you can multiply the exponent. This is what we call the power of a power rule. M is a power, n is a power. So from the power of a power rule, you multiply the exponent. So you have mn. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm multiplying negative 1 over 2 to what? Negative 3. Hence, I have this. So when you multiply, you're going to have this. Minus times minus is what? Plus. And 1 times 3 is 3. So you have 3 then over the denominator, which is 2. This brings us to the fractional index law again. When you have a raised to the power m over n, this can be expressed as this m here is the power, that's the numerator, while the denominator is the root. So this is going to be what? The nth root. Notice from the denominator, the nth root of what? A, all raised to the power of m. Okay? So what am I going to have here is going to be what? Square root, because of this 2, square root of 9, all raised to the power of 3. Now you tell me, what is the square root of 9? That's 3. Then raised to the power of 3. What is 3 raised to the power of 3? Isn't that 27? So as you can see, we got the same answer. And any method you want to use, make sure you correctly apply the laws of indices in solving that particular problem. If you enjoyed this video, do well to like this video, share it with your friends and family. And if you have not subscribed already, please ensure you subscribe to this channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.